No petals red, no glass of wine. She brought a jar of cinnamon and asked if I'd let someone in. She brought cinnamon, not bloom. No scented show to light the room, but warmth that stirred the coldest air and felt like truth and quiet care. She baked a pie, then stayed to talk. We didn't flirt, we didn't walk. We just sat close and shared a slice of days that hurt and felt like ice. She brought comfort, not surprise. She met me where the stillness lies. And though the pain still stings a bit, her voice made space and candles lit. Love don't always knock with flair. It sometimes waits in kitchen air. And healing finds a softer way, through spice, through eyes, through simple stay. She left the jar upon my sill, a tiny thing but lingers still. It whispers sweet, not like before. She brought cinnamon, not more. And that was all I truly missed. A gentle gift, not a loud kiss. That was all I truly missed. A gentle gift, not a loud kiss. She says we more than I these days, like weather talk or weekend plays. Not in a rush, not to possess, just little words that sound like yes. She says wait, like roots in rain, soft, unforced, but not in vain. And when she smiles and says, let's go, it feels like home, not just hello. She'll say, we'll cook or we'll paint that. And every word makes space to pat. A future not just stitched for two, but one that's built from honest glue. She says we, like morning grace, like porch lights soft in dusky place. And though we're still our own design, that little word says you are mine. And love ain't claimed by locks and keys. It shows in how we plant our trees. feel unbound, because her we don't take away. It builds a world where both can stay. She says we, not with demand, but with a warm and open hand. Mirror's not so harsh today. No sag too loud, no hair too gray. I smiled and didn't flinch or blink. Just let it sit, just let me think. The mirror shows a man still here, with lines that speak and eyes sincere. I didn't suck my belly in, I just stood still and let life win. She used to fuss with every spot. Now I just nod at what I've got. A wrinkle's not a war to lose. It's proof I stayed when pain could choose. The mirror's not a war today. It's just a friend that fades the gray. And though the past still haunts my face, it don't define my sacred space. We chase perfection like a ghost, but truth is where we ache the most. And I've grown proud to wear this skin, with all it held and held within. So now I shave with lighter hand. No rush to fix, no need to stand. I look and nod then wander away. The mirror's kind, and that's okay. I'm still the man I used to be, but now I like the man I see. She held her coat and looked at me, the fire low, her eyes set free. She didn't cry, she didn't press, just asked one thing and let it rest. She asked me if I was ready, not for dates or holding steady, but for the truth, the depth, the weight of love that doesn't hesitate. I looked down at my weathered hands, still marked by rings and former plans. And though my voice came out unsure. My silence told her something more. She asked me not with fear or test, but with a heart that hoped for rest. And though I trembled in reply, I took her hand and didn't lie. Sometimes love just waits, not begs. It sits with hope but guards its legs. And when she asked, I saw it clear. She needed truth, not souvenirs. So now we walk, not fast, not far, but knowing who and what we are. She asked me once, I said not yet, but every day I'm closer. She asked with grace and let me be, and that alone set my heart free. No, alone set my heart free. The house don't sing the way it did, but something warm still lifts the lid. Each Sunday morn I bake her bread, just like the day she first said yes. The bread still rises in the oven slow, like hearts relearn what they don't know. Need and fold and wait and trust that broken things still rise from dust. She taught me how to let things prove, to wait through silence, find the truth. Now flour coats this worn down floor, and smells of once drift through the door. The bread still rises week by week, though she's not here to kiss my cheek. I break it warm, I eat alone, but somehow still feel home. They say to heal is slow and plain, like letting yeast outgrow the pain. And in that rise, I start to feel that love don't die, it learns to kneel. So come on and take half the loaf. It ain't the same, but it brings hope. in peace will bless the flame, for even hurt can still reclaim. The bread still rises, soft and true, and so I guess do I do too. Coffee with the sun again, a little warm where nights had been. The cup don't shake, my hand feels short, like maybe I'm not broke no more. Coffee with the sun returns, where pain once poured, a new hope burns. I sit alone, but not alone. The dawn feels soft, the light feels grown. The porch creaks like it used to hum, but now the silence feels less numb. A cardinal lands just like she said, a sign from hearts that aren't quite dead. Coffee with the sun, don't lie, it lifts the corners of my eye, and though the steam still tastes of her, it's sweeter now, not just a blur. Grief don't vanish, just grows thin, like steam that fades but starts within. And every sip I take today is proof I chose to stay. So if you pass by early light and see me smiling, soft, not bright, it means I'm healing, not pretend, just having coffee with the sun again. One cup, one man, one sky turned blue, still missing her, but loving too.
I came home late, boots full of dust, expecting quiet, routine rust. But there she stood, with brush in hand, the fence turned white like promised land. She painted the fence without a cue, no plan, no talk, no is it true. Just did a thing that made it bright, made the evening feel more light. She It needed grace, then kissed my cheek, then found her place, not needing praise or songs to sing, just changing shade to something spring. She painted truth without a word, no long debates, no lines rehearsed. And in that act, so plain, so still, she proved her love in brush and will. We think of love in grand designs, but it's in paint that real hearts shine. And fences once that kept folks out now hold her joy without a doubt. So every time I walk that yard, run my hand along each guard, I feel the stroke, I feel her stay. She painted love in her own way, not roses red or vows well said, just white wood soft where love was led.
She found my box beneath the bed, where all my old love letters slept. Didn't read them, just held them tight, and asked, do they still breathe the night? She found my past, but didn't flee, just looked at it, then looked at me. She didn't ask to burn or toss, she let me hold both gain and loss. I offered them, but she said no. It's yours to keep or let it go. And in that choice, I found my peace. Some things we keep and still release. She touched my ghosts, but not their chains, and never mocked the love remains. She kissed my hand, then swept the dust, said we build with what we trust. You know it's love when someone stays, even when you pull out old days, and lets you grieve what came before, and shows you there is still much more. The box sits on the shelf, not hidden, shamed, or by itself. And every time she walks on through, she knows I've loved, still can too. She found my letters, didn't cry, just smiled and said, you're worth the while. I stitched a square last Friday night, soft cotton red, her laugh so light. She brought the thread, we worked till 10, and somehow I could breathe again. The quilt's got one new square this week, a patch of calm, a bit less bleak. Among the blues and fraying seams, she wove a piece that holds new dreams. She didn't ask to claim a place, just helped me sew in healing's pace. And when she left, the needle stayed, a simple sign of what she made. The quilt don't hide the pain before, but one small square says there is more. Not to replace, not to erase, but slowly soften memories' face. We stitch our grief into our beds, but sometimes joy can share the threads. And every patch that learns to stay can hold a night in a better way. Now every time I fold it neat, her square reminds me love can meet without demands, without a plan, just warmth from someone who understands. The quilt's still mine, still worn and bare, but now it holds one bright new square.
Calls me by my first name slow, like tasting words she wants to know, not rushing past the syllables, just letting them feel honorable. She calls me like a prayer, not claim, no echo lost, no touch of flame. It's just my name, but feels brand new, like someone saying I see you. She doesn't shorten it with flair, or call me babe, or leave it bare. She speaks it soft but never weak, like learning language soul to cheek. She says it when the day turns late, or when I laugh or hesitate. And every time it leaves her lips, it steadies me like anchor grips. Names hold more than sound and rhyme, they shape the way we hold through time. And in her voice, my past don't wait. She names the man I am today. So let her call me just like this. No rush, no chains, no used to be kiss. It's just my name, warm and true. And every time it brings me through. me slow, not out of show, because she needs each note she knows. Names hold more than sound and rhyme. They shape the way we hold through time. And in her voice, my past don't wait. She names the man I am today. So let her. She's in the kitchen light at dawn, right where her coffee cup leaned on. The window fogs like she just breathed, like memories won't ever leave. She's in the kitchen light each day. I see her stir, then fade away. The toast burns dark, the eggs go cold, but love don't fade when it's this old. The radio hums her favorite line, some waltz from back in '89. And though I hum it slightly wrong, I swear she's dancing all along. She's in the kitchen light so clear, more real than anything right here. I set 2 plates, I pour her tea, then stare at where she used to be. It's just a beat, it's just a trick, but grief plays games that often stick. And where she shined, the walls stay gold, even in this house gone cold. So I don't move a single thing. The clock still ticks, the phone don't ring. I live between what's gone and bright, with and in this house gone cold. She's gone, they say, but not quite right. She lingers where the morning's right. We fought about the silliest thing, a movie plot, a song to sing. The popcorn burned, the wine was flat. She rolled her eyes,
I tipped my hat. We fought and no one slammed a door. No leaving tires, no keeping score. Just raised our tones, then let it fade. Like grown-up love that's not afraid. She turned her back, I grabbed my coat, but halfway out I felt her note. A text that read, "Still love you, fool." And just like that, we broke the rule. We fought but never crossed the line. It felt like fire, but not unkind. And in that heat, we didn't break, just boiled enough to not be fake. Real love ain't made of perfect days. It stumbles hard, then finds new ways. And sometimes anger's just a spark to light the truth when things get dark. That night we laughed till we were sore, then ordered pizza off the floor. We fought, we burned, but didn't bend. And damn, that's how two hearts transcend. We fight sometimes, we shout, we swing, but that's the dance real love will bring. That night we lied till we were sore, then ordered pizza off the floor. We fought, we burned, but didn't bend. And damn, that's how two hearts transcend. We fight sometimes, we shout, we swing, but that's the dance real love will bring. She used to leave at 2:30, say early shift, and slip her shoe. But last night she came back inside with pillow tucked beneath her side. She brought her pillow, not just dress, a quiet sign, a soft confess. It wasn't loud, it wasn't planned, but something changed right where I stand. She placed it near the bed's left end, beside my coat, beside her friend. And when we slept, her breathing stayed, like something true, just softly laid. She brought her dreams inside my room, Her sleepy breath outlasted gloom. No promises, no claims to bind. Just one more thread that softly lined. Love moves not with trumpets loud, but with a step beneath the shroud. And sometimes all we really need is one soft pillow shared indeed. This morning, coffee felt like home. The sugar right, the toast half gone. And when she laughed and brushed her hair, I felt her roots begin to care. She brought her pillow, light and small, and with it came her love, her all. There's dust now where her boots once stood, by the door frame carved from pine wood. She'd shake them clean, then kick them slow, and let the dirt fall soft like snow. The place where her boots stood feels like prayers forgot, like spinning wheels. No photo there, no sound, no name, just sacred space, the same, the same. I tried to move them once or twice, but felt like sin, like rolling dice. So I just stare, then walk around, like tiptoeing on hallowed ground. The place where her boots stood still holds everything my heart can't fill. She left in socks the final night, but her goodbye stayed in plain sight. We mark our lives with shoes and space, with empty spots love can't replace. And sometimes all we're left to do is guard the dust and feel it true. So I sweep near, but not too far. I let that corner hold its scar. For every step she ever took still lives from boots I never shook. The place where her boots stood tall is where I go when I lose it all. Go. empty spots love can't replace. And sometimes all we're left to do is guard the dust and feel it true. She left her book here on the stand, a dog-eared page, a rubber band. No note, no text to claim it back, just spine worn thin and coffee black. She left her book here, and I grinned, a sign she might just lean back in. It's not a vow, it's not a cry, just one small thing she didn't tie. I read the page she folded twice, a love scene rough, not too precise. And somehow in that printed part, I saw the map into her heart. She left her story, left her pace, a breadcrumb soft, no need to chase. And though she didn't say a word, I heard her clearest in that verse. We mark the ones we might allow by what we don't reclaim somehow. One left book beside my bed said more than all the words we said. So I won't move it, won't pretend it's hers to take or let it mend. But if she leaves another line, I'll call it ours in quiet time. She left her book here, just one look, and I got lost inside her book.
Porch had just one chair for years, a space for ghosts, a space for tears. But now there's two beneath the eaves, where dusk hangs low and soft wind breathes. Two chairs on the porch again, not rushed, not carved in perfect end, just side by side, not hand in hand, but close enough to understand. We sip our drinks, we talk of rain, of garden plans and aging pain. She don't ask what used to be, she just rocks slow and sits with me. Two chairs don't mean the past is gone, it means someone new feels like home. And though her seat's still deep and warm, it's hers now too, with no one torn. Healing don't knock with banners high, it creaks beneath the porch roof sky. And when I glance and see her eyes, I know I've made it through goodbye. She hums a song I barely know, but still my heart begins to grow, and two chairs sway like old and new in quiet rhythm, tried and true. No wedding bells, no vows to pen, just two old chairs and love again. We sip our drinks, we talk of rain, of garden plans and aging pain. She don't ask what it used to be, she just rocks slow and sits with me. Two chairs don't mean the past is gone, it means someone new feels like home. And though her seat's still deep and warm, it's hers now too, with no one torn. Healing don't knock with banners high, it creaks beneath a porch roof sky. And when I glance and see her eyes, I know I've made it through. Goodbye. She hums a She caught me once, just in a sigh, murmuring her without goodbye, but didn't flinch, didn't pull back, just nodded soft, then filled my glass. She knows I still say her name sometimes, when shadows stretch or church bells chime. She don't compete, she don't replace, she just breathes calm into my space. I once apologized too fast, afraid she'd leave like all my past, but she just said, I'm not afraid of names that echo what love made it. She knows my memory still walks wide, but she don't fear what's kept inside. She holds me not to wipe it clean, but to remind me where I've been. To love a man who once lost deep takes courage strong and silence sweet, and she with grace just lets me be a man in love with space to grieve. So now I whisper with more peace, not out of guilt or fear or need. She knows I still say her name at times, but I come back with hands in mine. And then I think, is love grown brave? A heart that stays and doesn't cave.
didn't rush to mend my heart, didn't pick up every broken part. She let me speak, then let me stop, and never asked the pain to drop. She didn't fix me, she just stayed. Brought warm hands, not silver blades, and in her quiet, soft parade, I found a man, not one betrayed. She didn't try to change my tone or bleach the rooms I cried alone. She simply lit a softer light and sat with me through one more night. She didn't heal with magic spells. She let me rise inside my shells, and every breath I took afraid was safe because she simply stayed.
Some folks think love means repair, but sometimes it's just being there, with no agenda, no design, just knowing how to hold the line. Now when she laughs, I don't retreat. I feel the floor beneath my feet. She didn't fix me, but today I smile like I might stay that way. Love's not a cure, not plans well laid. It's who holds on while pain decays.
Watch the sunrise side by side. No need to speak, no need to hide. Just coffee steam and skies so wide. Two hearts that didn't need to guide. We watch the sunrise still and true. No, I love you. No, me and you. Just warmth that settled in our bones. A peace that made us feel at home. She leaned her head against my sleeve. No rush to stay, no rush to leave. Just breath in time with wind and light. Everything just felt so right. We didn't name what this could be. We didn't tie, we didn't flee. We let the sun say all it knew, and in that glow love started new. Some endings bloom like silent grace, not in a race, not need in place. Just one soft look, one quiet hand that says I'm here and I understand. So now we greet each day like this. No grand parade, no perfect kiss. Just one shared seat, one mug, one bird. And all we need is no more sunrise side by side, and love just stayed with nothing to hide. We watched the sunrise side by side, and love just stayed with nothing